Hey guys, it's Jeff from PTS Syndicate. Super excited back here at the PTS SHOT Show booth 2016. I'm here with Monty LeClaire, retired U.S. Navy SEAL and owner of Centurion Arms. Thanks for taking your time to speak with us today, Monty. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, especially with the SEALs? We're all interested in that. And tell us a little bit about Centurion Arms as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, no, thanks for having me here. I appreciate it. Working with you guys has been great. Basically, yeah, while I was still active duty, I went ahead and started Centurion Arms. I did a lot of weapons building over the years. So with that, kind of better mousetrap kind of thing. So I kind of came up with the C4 rail. Now we've progressed to other things, CMR rail. So basically, yeah, I'm kind of the brainchild behind that, the design and development of that. Usually using some of my operational experience or what would I want in a gun after using it for years and years, actually deploying overseas with it and stuff. How to keep things, simple. So I kind of had the builder's perspective as well as the end user operator's perspective on the whole thing. And so basically I kind of designed products based around that. Basically what would I want to carry and how would I want them to be. So yeah, basically that's kind of like how I came up with the company and kind of developed into.
Very cool. So you mentioned the C4 rail.
Yes.
Which we happen to have one right here. Can you tell us a little bit about the C4 rail?
So basically C4 rail was the first rail that we came up with, and what it was is quad rail that was a two-piece that clamped to a standard barrel nut, so it could be fitted retrofitted after the fact, after a gun was built. Standard barrel nut. It was meant to be the lightest, most rigid quad rail that clamped to a standard barrel nut. So we kind of met that design, feature on it by making it two-piece instead of three-piece or more, and the way that it interlocks is the patented part of it that basically did that for us. And then, so yeah, that was basically at the C4 rail.
Very good. So it's our new guns are coming out, our new LM4, our new ERG, they're all going to come standard with the C4 rail, so we're super excited about that. The other product, my favorite as far as the rails go, is the CMR rail, which we have here. Can you tell us a little bit about the CMR rail, the thought process behind that, and some of the features?
Yeah, the CMR rail is kind of just a generational advancement, if you will. So we didn't bother sticking with the standard barrel nut. What we want to do is we just kind of came up with its own dedicated system. So it's a slick barrel nut. Basically, there's no timing. So once again, super easy to install. So from the builder's aspect, I wanted to build something that was easy to use. So I did that. From the operator's perspective, I wanted to build in the QD sling swivels to have a, once again, it's still a really good rigid rail. I developed the accessories for it, like the covers that you see here, so that they'd be good. I mean, basically, you have an aluminum tube that wicks the heat off the steel. So I developed covers that would have a good grip with gloves, you know what I mean, and then also protect you from the heat. So, a lot of the other rail systems out there don't necessarily have these are a little bit thicker, a little bit tougher. So if you get your barrel scorching hot, you know what I mean, you still got good protection. You still handle it with your bare hands. So basically, yeah, then we got the hand stop. So basically, what we wanted to do is come up with an entire, system that gave you everything you needed to add all the stuff, once again, the sling swivels, all the accessories that you needed, and kind of build it all into one. So that's it.
One of the things I really like about it, especially with the PTS replica version, is you can get a hand stop, like you mentioned, and a mount for a surefire scout leg.
Yep.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, basically, like I was saying, is we kind of want to develop the package of stuff for it, so basically be able to handle everything. Once again, you got the hand stop, you got the covers. We have, we do have a small Picatinny rail section, a large Picatinny rail section. We do have the scout mount, where the scout mount lines right up to it, so you don't have a pick rail to have a mount to mount your scout, and you don't necessarily have to come off your 12 o'clock. So basically, yeah, it was that. We didn't come up with any QD sling swivel ones because basically they're already built into the rail front and rear. So plenty of options there. And so, yeah, basically we wanted to do that and basically make the rails a little bit longer so guys can get their arm out there and reach and kind of more of a natural point of aim with the weapon system.
I'm really excited with the CMR rail. It's been very popular, with especially with like the hardcore military simulation airsofters. They want that realism. Just the functionality it translates to airsoft for training and for your recreational player. And it's really a good value. You get all these features in this rail and these accessories without having to buy a separate, like you said, a separate hand stop, a separate mount for the Scoutlight. So it's really awesome. All right, so the CMR rail is awesome. What's next from Centurion Arms?
So I think really basically next what we're coming out is actually releasing at this SHOT Show. We've taken the Centurion Arms and also moved it to M-Lock and Keymod as well. So there's some more predominant, if you will, slick rails that have the modularity to it. So we're going to go ahead and adapt to allow all those accessory systems to be used with our rail by going to those, as well as we're also going to later this year introduce the same rail covers and a lot of the stuff that we came up for our standard CMR over to those systems as well.
Over to Keymod and M-Lock.
Yep.
Okay, great.
So that, and then not to mention I just retired, so now I'm, this is a full-time gig. So basically what we're going to be doing is continue to design and develop stuff. So look for more things, more products, more different weapon systems. So now that we can really invest ourselves with it, we're just going to keep moving forward.
Excellent. So just recently retired. Can you tell us, all of us want to know all the cool guy stories. Can you tell us a little bit more about your background, what you did with the SEALs, if you can tell us?
Yeah, basically I did 25 years total service, 20 of those in the teams. We're doing related stuff. I spent time on the East and West Coast, done all the direct action training and missions overseas, as well as the sniper stuff was one of the primary focuses for me. So yeah, basically the last 3 years, what I did the last 3.5 years I spent at sniper school, basically training the next generation of guys and then get ready to retire out and kind of go at this full time. So
well, excellent. We'd like to thank you for your service. And one last thing, why did you choose PTS to do your airsoft replicas for your company?
Out of all the stuff, airsoft is kind of getting to be big, and it's good. And a lot of guys are starting to use it for training to keep the lower, not shooting a lot of ammo and burn up a lot of stuff. The weapon systems are, for PTS, are very realistic. They're actually good, legitimate training tools and stuff. Stuff guys can, do their weapons manipulation in their house and do some, integrated tactics stuff that a lot of, people doing it, whether they're doing it for entertainment purposes or for training purposes and stuff like that. You guys are basically at the top of your game, in that field for making realistic, good quality systems. So that's what I'd rather be associated with rather than someone out there, just turn out other stuff. So the fact that you're the guys with the higher end, I prefer that, and the fact that, a lot of people are using them for realistic training tools. So.
Appreciate that, Monty. We're really proud to be associated with you. Really honored to be able to work with your company. And again, thanks a lot for talking to us. And look forward to working with you in the future. And that's it for us right now. And I'll see you after the next one.